What up, gamers? Fence here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, yeah, I thought about it and I decided that I should not be lazy and try to unlock the other side stories. But at the same time, I think what I can also do as I try to unlock these side stories is to also get the good ending as well, because I think I can do two birds with one stone in that way. So, yeah. So what we got to do is reset the game here. Where was it? I think it's this one. And yeah, it also like just replaying this game got me to also rewatch like other people's reactions to like the you know the scary moments and stuff like way back in the day. So yeah, I'm pretty much like back in the momentum of this game. Reset this virtual machine, Doki Doki Literature Club. All modified entities, environments, and data will be reverted to their original states. So I did like look up like to see if there's actually resets like you know the progress of like I guess anything else outside of the game, like when it comes to like the desktop here, and it doesn't look like it does. I think it's just the game itself. That's the main thing I was kind of worried about. So I think we can do this. At least I think so. But also there is a reason why. I also saw too, like when I look a little bit into it. Um, when it comes to like this whole metaverse thing going on with the desktop. Look, monitor kernel access. So yeah, I looked a little bit into it. When I saw this over here being referenced, that is Monica. So you mon, kernel with the K and A with the access. So yeah, that's oh look, wow, it really did get me to the very beginning. But yes, wait, contain spoilers? No. See, this is what I saw when I um first boot up the game. Like when I was trying to set everything up. Nice. Hey, there we go. All right, let's go. But yeah, that whole thing with the desktop, like I look a little bit into it, there does seem to be more when it comes to the lore and stuff. Wait, I'm gonna put fence here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go for the good ending here. And also along the way, I'm just gonna do some skipping as well. Just because I've already seen like, a lot of this during my original playthrough of the game. But I think what I'm gonna pause at is whenever there's like um any new scenes. And really the only new scene will be oh. Oh shoot, I should have saved there. Hold on. Can I go back to the main menu? Yeah, there we go. Let me go for new game again. My bad. Hey, that was my bad. I meant to so I guess once I see the four girls, I think that's when I need a pause and then make a save. Because I think what I need to do if I want to like also unlock the other side stories is to in the single playthrough here, I need to see all the special CGs. The computer graphics, the special CGs. Like when Sayori like fell down from the closet and stuff. Stuff like that. I need to see like all of them during one playthrough of the game. And I think if you reset the game, that like resets the progress of it. So I need to make sure I do it all here. But yeah, I'll do it over there. But when it comes to me recording this, I'm only gonna do Natsuki's run, since I haven't really seen her. I think, playthrough wise, like recording wise of me, we've already seen like Sayori during the first act, and then act 2 would be Yuri, like what we saw before when she got all crazy and stuff. So I think really it's just Natsuki that I gotta do. Anyways, here we go. So what I want to do for this first one is just try to, also with the poems, just try to go for the person that I want. In this case, I'm gonna go first for Natsuki, and then I'll do the other two on my own time, and then I'll go ahead and just view the good ending from there. So let's see. Anime, she likes anime. Anything cute, I think Natsuki likes. Let's see. I don't know it. Milk. Giggle. Here we go. We're doing it, guys. Maybe Papa is not for Natsuki. I know that in the second act of the game, she does not like the dad. Um, Silly? No, she likes Silly. Ribbon, Marshmallow, Sparkle. No, that's gonna be hard to differentiate with Sayori and Natsuki. Um, Vanilla, Candy, Parfait, Twirl, Smile. No, she likes Smile. Fluffy. Um, Dream? No, she likes Dream. That's fine. We haven't really been getting her, so. Excitement. No, she likes Excitement. Sugar, Spice, and everything nice. Whistle, Jumpy. Flower. No, she likes Flower. Kawaii. There we go. So yeah, Natsuki will be the one that we go for first here. I think there's like two that I got to view. Let's go in skip. I think this is what this comes to our poem making. Oh, here we go. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Here we go. So we've never seen this before. So I'll read this stuff, like the stuff we haven't seen before, even the stuff with the festival preparations too. You're looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Oh wow, so yeah, this is the original dialogue before Monica like interfered. I remember this back in my first playthrough of the game. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Itsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. Oh, you read manga too? Ah, sometimes. Manga, or manga, I'm not sure how you say it, I think it's manga, is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I hear you bring it up at some point. Yeah, there are some parts that we've already read, so I'm gonna skip those. Written on our face, that's supposed to mean. I'm trying to remember like where we kind of. Yeah, I remember that. I'm not sure like when it kind of cut off when we did this in Act 2. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. Yeah, I remember seeing that before. Okay, so yeah, I think it's pretty much like what we saw before with this. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. Yeah, moe. Like, I do remember this still. Oh, is this where we sit down? Okay, so I think I'm just going to keep on spamming this. I think the only ones that changed. Well, hopefully I didn't miss anything. But you know, it is, for the most part, like similar, so I don't mind like skipping anything new. Okay, so I went back because I felt bad because I want to give Natsuki the justice that she deserves, so I went back to the point where it kind of, I guess, differentiates from Act 2, so this should be the starting point. But yeah, so, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ugh. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Well, like Shaggy? This is just like 1% of her power? Hmm, good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Yeah, it is different. I tried to go back to like my video, my recording of it. Went side by side, pretty much like reading it like a like an audio novel, like whatever it's called, like the one that you would hear in frick. I forgot that one service that like Audible. Yeah, I try to use myself as Audible to see like where it kind of cuts off. But yeah, this is definitely different from before. Like I don't remember reading this here. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I wouldn't ever get into anything because it's manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Because yeah, like, from when I started, it would just, like in Act 2, it would just go directly to here. We read on for a few more minutes. I finish a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? So yeah, this is it, man. Like this is where it would actually cut off to. But yeah, I'm not sure where it cuts off to next, like when she like goes to sleep and wakes up. It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? Hmm? I was like that too. Like Fallout is probably like my favorite franchise to play and explore. So when the Fallout TV show was a thing, like I was so excited to show like even my dad the show because I'm sure he wouldn't like the games and stuff. So I thought the show would be the best way to show him the franchise. What the whole universe is all about. But yeah, I was like that too with Fallout. Just so excited to show him that. Um, that's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. Yeah, this was another thing I tried to look at too. Like when I tried to look back. At this part, it also cut out where I guess it showed the altered dialogue where, Natsuki's dad like beats the crap out of her. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. But yeah, that's the part. At least it's safe here in the club room. Said Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori's my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. I think this is new. I don't remember her talking about the story. I think this is where she goes to sleep. Yeah, that is interesting. I do wonder, like, for this altered dialogue, like, why did she go to sleep in the second go around? in the game. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Itsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone, eh? Oh, today's poems. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? Ah. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you know what happens? Want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish this if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets spent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange just for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. So is this all new? Or I think it's old stuff. Yeah, I think it's all like old stuff here. I think I've already seen all this. Alright guys, so yeah, I think what I'm going to do is go to the second Natsuki story. But yeah, I was about to get there actually. Like I was about to get there. And I did notice some things. I probably cut it out here, but I think Sayori had some new stuff to say. And also Monica to like confirm that I am going down the Natsuki, I guess, path. But yeah, I'm just gonna go straight next to the second one. Alright, so I forgot about this. Let's go with Natsuki here. Yuri, you're really talented. Eh? Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brains in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so, you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Huh? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Fence here. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Well, you are the center of attention right now. Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about... your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she She appreciated Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip over to the next day now, and then we'll begin at Natsuki's second story. Okay, so I think this is it. It's not long before Natsuki comes up with me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pulled the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. And yeah, that was what we were reading before. In case you don't remember. I know I kind of like began her thing in the middle of it. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. I'm like screwing up because I'm alternating between manga and manga. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. Ah, the chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica. Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books were lined up on a top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Dang. Yeah, it must be hard for her because, she's short. Apparently, all of her manga is on the top. Why would Monica do that, actually? I'm guessing it's just for fun. Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Geez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Be careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah. The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Geez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I want to get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her away past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Uh-huh. Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I kept my mouth shut. Hush. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. That's kind of dangerous, Because, yeah, like the description says here, it's a bit wobbly. I'm sure it's gonna be moving around if she tries to lean towards the shelf. Since she refused my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Yeah, if she likes, I don't know, if she does something that would make the chair move, she's gonna be like sliding around and probably fall. Aha, there we go. See? I can easily do this now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on on the shelf below. Wah! Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Yeah, who was it who told me to not help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. Uh, I can. Oh no. Typical anime. I can almost see upper skirt. Yeah. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. When she realizes, I'll be dead. Huh? Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girl's box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Ugh, heavy. Hey, Fence here. I I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Huh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Itsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Huh? Oh no. Itsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Itsuki, the box. What are you looking at? Ugh. You're trying to look at my... Itsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Itsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv? You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki. Yeah. The scene turns into chaos. In a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you. Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight into my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. My back. Oh wow. Ugh. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gah. She pressed her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Huh? Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gah. Gross. Yeah. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything over there okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow, it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no, my... Huh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she is desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Oh, uh-oh. She's crying. Natsuki, are you... No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Oh wait, did I maybe put a crease? Was there like a crease? Oh yeah, there was. I was just reading it. Dang. Ah. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just... having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. Oh no, is it about to go back to the family? I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Ah. I pick up Volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Oh dang. Yeah, this is a definitely different side of Natsuki that we haven't really explored yet. Huh? That sounds really strange, coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Dang, friend zone, let's go. Friend zone. Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least that I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us and I as I began gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then, I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making notes of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share our poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yup. Oh wait, that was the other way around. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Alright, poem time. Alright, let me go to the next part. I think the next part should be, at least the one I want to go through is the whole festival preparation thing. And this time, we'll choose Natsuki. I'm sure there might be some differences here with the poem reading, but right now I just really don't care about that. Okay, so I went back over here. Like, I already went through this, but I saw something very weird when it comes to Natsuki here. So let me go to Natsuki. So yeah, I chose her first to go through. She pretty much, you know, I just skimmed through this, but apparently, I guess she likes it, and then she like runs away. Yeah, she just ran away. And then Monica just came up over here, like, hey, Fen's here? Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Let me adjust my mic here. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, she didn't like your poem a lot the other day too. I'm surprised you get to know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Fence here? So yeah, that part. Yeah, that part caught me by surprise. Like a little bit when I saw the word cheating. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's really the only thing. I just want to record that part because since we know about Monica, she's like definitely a fourth wall breaking character. I just want to I just wanted to show that. But yeah, I'm just right now just going through her poem and all that stuff. Like I know there's some new dialogue here, but I just mainly want to focus on the the important stuff, like the festival preparations and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go down the whole list over here. But yeah, I just want to like stop by here and say, with that whole thing with Monica and her accusing me of cheating, like, yeah, I felt kind of like called out because I did have to look up a guide on how to get the good ending. Because yeah, I wanted to get the good ending, and this is how we do it. Oh, what the heck? What was that? Dang. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastically about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me, but I should leave her be for now. What the heck? So I guess if I go, like, for Natsuki, that Yuri will be pushed away? Oh wow. I'm glad that I kind of recorded this part. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Natsuki here. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a lot of fun. You'll definitely agree. Huh? Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. Wow. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? And yeah, Natsuki just doesn't care. Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Fence here? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Oh man, I feel so bad for Yuri, man. Dang. Itsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. Huh? I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do that nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Itsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a word expression. Look. Itsuki goes over and puts her hand down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cookies will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances, so you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here for a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Huh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Hmm. Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. I don't know why I said special. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. I'm assuming that would not be a good idea because of her father. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I need from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. All right, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so. Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah, never mind. And I think that's it. Oh, my anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I got pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Okay. Next day is here. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help that much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We send each other on, we sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, neither Sayori will go ahead and just skip to this part over here. Is she going to acknowledge Natsuki here? Oh no, I don't think so. Okay, we'll just skip to our house. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting on Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Hey, there she is. Different outfit. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform, totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Dang, look at my kitchen. My gosh. I cleaned up very well in the kitchen. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Oh, that was me. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients that if I didn't already had them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not going even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Fentir? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Gah, this is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? Um, it's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm only worth my size. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like. Uh. Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Uh, how how would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Eh, gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Fentir. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, then there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the other batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Fentir, what did you put? What did you put the food coloring? The is going into the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I mean, yeah. What else would you use food coloring for? I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cool thing to do. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Uh, you're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any hearts into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. You know what I just realized? That with Natsuki here, like at first I thought about like when I first went through like the choices and I chose Yuri. And that's because with Natsuki, like I felt like with her thing, like that she wouldn't have a big time, like a hard time doing this. But then like I thought about like her, like she would have to do this at her own house, right? And she doesn't want to be there. So yeah, I guess it's still, I guess good either way that we chose Natsuki or Yuri. Because like I was leaning heavily towards Yuri, but now just thinking more about her situation with her dad, it's probably best that I, chose her, or maybe not the best, but it's also still a good choice to choose her to like make sure she's not at home, because I know she doesn't like to be there. But yeah, I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter. into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone eyes lighten up, like the ones you made on my fist today, on the fist today, on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with the whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Itsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs on my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers on my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ugh! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it in my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Yeah. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off her finger before shoving it toward my own face. Dang. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use the other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh. We're just playing around. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know what I don't mean. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do the same all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and... Oh no. Alright. We're back with the weirdness, like with Yuri. You know, putting fingers into the mouth. Alright. I put it into my mouth and licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Ah. Natsuki is surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Fentir? You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Oh no. Well, that's not good. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue to with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet smelling warmth fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make things look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. You probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? Oh, that's actually a good idea. Just like write some literature. I think that's pretty cool. You can make it more literature themed by writing different words, a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on the word they like. Hmm? I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it's from you. Well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, what does that mean? I need to eat as much of it as I can. I'm just trying to think of like what that implies. I'm not sure. Like I'm trying to think like maybe she's trying to eat a lot. She's trying to eat a lot just so that she doesn't have to like maybe go out of her room to get food and like not see her dad. I'm guessing. I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would just listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I feel so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today, you too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki?
Eh?
What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Um, do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you.
Fence here. I thought you only cared about getting this done. Uh, I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so.
Oh, Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently touch, not touch, gently clutch at the sides of I was about to say my skirt. I can't read now. At the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I felt it. For a while now. Uh,
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori?
Eh?
Uh, Hi, Fence here.
Sayori, just now we weren't.
It's okay, Fence here. I just stopped by to say hi. Uh, uh well, y- you should have just come a bit earlier. I'm already on my way out, so. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I still. I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. So yeah, there we go. I think that's gonna be pretty much it for Natsuki's side of things. Um, I think from now, I'm going to do um the other pathways with Sayori and Yuri. Like yeah, I'm sure I don't need to do them when it comes to the good ending. Yeah, I think I don't need to do them when it comes to the good ending, but I just want to be safe about it. But yeah, I'll make sure to do them before uh getting to the good ending here. So yeah, once again, I'm just doing this on my own because I'm sure that with Yuri and Sayori, well, with Sayori, I think we've already seen like her stuff, but with Yuri, like I'm sure there might be some things that are different if we go with her. I mean, we kind of saw that with Natsuki here, with when we tried to read that one manga. But like, I feel like I've already seen enough Yuri after Act Two, so I feel like I don't need to do Yuri right now with her story. I think we kind of got that already in Act Two. All right, guys, I have done it. I have done all the other characters and just blaze through the second act of this game. Which, yeah, there was one jump scare that I did not recognize. It was where like Yuri, like there was this black screen, and then suddenly it just jump scared to like Yuri up close with like no like pupils or iris or whatever you call that. But yeah, it was like just all white in her eyes, and that one actually jumped. Like, it did jump on me because I was wondering why the screen was black, and then I just got jump scared by Yuri. Yeah, I don't think we got that in the original playthrough, but yeah, I'm just gonna skip through this. She should have different dialogue, Sayori here, when she's the president. I think she'll have like different dialogue now when we get to that one part where she realizes it's a game. Yeah, I think this part over here. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Fence here. Think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Huh, Fence here. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you were pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you join, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Fence here. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined a club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with all of us, with us all.
You work so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times, and you help us all get along with each other. Do you get offense here? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. So yeah, it is. So whoever the president is, they they become sentient. They become self-aware of like that they're in the game. That is interesting. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You save and loaded so many times. Yes, I did. Just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the Literature Club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and cared about each other. That is true, and very much in character with like Sayori, I would say. That she wants everyone to be happy, like except her, but she wants everyone else to be happy. It's kind of sad, you know. After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game, so this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna miss you, Fence here. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. Aw. Is Monica still here?
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi, it's
I'm
me.
assuming that's still Monica.
So you know how I've been
Yeah.
like practicing piano and stuff?
Okay, so yeah, that's
Well,
still Monica.
not really any good at it yet, like at all.
Because I
But
know, like,
I
in the
really do
original
love
ending, she would, like, come
singing
in to stop
idols, and
Sayori
I
from,
think I
like,
could show it to you
also
because
going
I
down
worked
the path that
really,
she took.
really hard on it. So
But
yeah.
yeah, it was, like, a lot of saving and loading. I felt so I felt so disrespected earlier when Monica said that that, that if I was cheating or something. But yeah, that was such a weird moment, like, I felt like kinda called out. But yeah, I guess to expand upon like my review of this game, I mean, also I just want to talk more about this song here. Like, I also like to listen a lot of this song on my own time, like mainly just like a cover of this song. But yeah, I like to listen to the song a lot. And then I thought about like the words, you know, like the lyrics of the song, and it pretty much just reflects Monica's experience, like going from the game and then also to us. But yeah, I like it. Like when I thought about it, like, oh wow, this is pretty much about the game. And and like I said before, I think I mentioned it before too, that like her just practicing the piano, you can also hear it just in the background as you progress the game. Like I think back in Act One, you can just hear her like I guess pressing down like maybe a few keys at a time, and then she becomes more fluent in Act Two, I think. But yeah, I should now have all the art here. Remove image. Not found. Okay. So yeah, all the images here. Once again, we've got them all this time. But yeah, they're gonna get deleted, which is kind of sad. But yeah, with this done, I should be able to do now all the side stories. Hopefully, I have them all unlocked. I made sure to like get all the arts here, and also for the poem, I made sure to make sure I get through all of them, like dedicated to each of the club members here. So yeah, hopefully by next time I can do the thing, the side stories. But also because I'm like, you know, getting back into this game, just like getting, I guess getting back into the momentum of things. I also want to react to the theories of it because I remember just watching. At least I think there was at least just one theory about this game from Game Theory that I watched back in the day. I saw that they made more. Like I looked it up, they made more like 3 years ago, which I assume is the release of the plus version of this game. So yeah, I do want to react to that since I'm like in the Doki Doki mood. So yeah, I do want to do that at some point. And just see like what's up with Team Salvato. I'm guessing there's gonna be more hints to their next game because it's been so long, man, like almost a decade. So I'm just wondering what's up with them. I'm assuming they're like doing some story building within the whole metaverse, like PC thing going on in the background, like in the desktop here. Um, but yeah, I think that's like what they're trying to build up right now is like maybe the lore. Like I feel like it's gonna be this big lore,
and then all their games are going to be surrounded and based on it. Oh, look, Dan Salvato here. That's the that's the leader. To the special player who received a special ending, for years I've been enamored by the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Also, what's awesome about this game is that, because of the whole, like the horror factor to it, and also just the way it was not advertised like that, it also gave this like creepy pasta feel to it. Like, with when you saw like maybe something like Ben Drown for the first time. If you don't know what that is, look it up. You can see it on YouTube. Pretty much it's like this one guy. He's got this haunted Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask copy. I think it's Majora's Mask or something. I could be wrong, but it is like an old Legend of Zelda game, like a 3D one. And then he would upload videos of it on YouTube, just seeing all the weird experiences. Um, but like, yeah, like stuff like that. When you see it for the first time, like it gives you that chill. Like, what is going on? Like, this is like a haunted game. um, but yeah, this is pretty much what this game gives off. That like creepy pasta feel to it, because something is not right. It feels interesting once you get to the scary parts of it. But yeah, this game is so unique that way. It's like I would say this game, one of my favorites in terms of like just telling a story, because or at least tries to be unique too. Because I feel like not a lot of games try to do this. Like, I would say it's mainly maybe just indie games that tries to be a bit more experimental. And this is what this game is. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind in a brand new way, in brand new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different things, different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might experience feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. Oh, that's sad to think about. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. I agree. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our own differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo, even if not a masterpiece. Any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. I agree with that too. I think when it comes to things that I like a lot, or I guess things that I like even if they're not a masterpiece, I do appreciate like if they do try to make their own spin on it, tries to, you know, try to do something unique when maybe the execution may not be good. I still appreciate the effort because I feel like we need more of that, so that we don't get the same thing over and over again. And it's also like what I felt too. When I've been watching one of the theories recently. If you've seen that, like it should be around when this video goes up. Um, but yeah, I said in that theory that I did not really like the theory, but I still appreciate like just trying to make the connection, and just it was just fun overall to watch. So yeah, I still like it. Um, I extend my gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoy playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being part of my literature club. Love, Dan Slovato. And now we gotta reset it and all that stuff. But yeah, guys, there we go. So we should have all the pictures here. Where is it? There we go. See, that's the one that we were missing. Now we have it. And we should be able to do all the side stories now. Yes. I think there should be six. And then I saw that once you do all the six, you should get a seventh one. So one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, good. I just did not feel like replaying the whole game again and just get jump scared again. But yeah, there we go, guys. Yeah, there you have it. So yeah, that was it. We got the good ending. Next time, we will go through the side stories one by one. I think we'll do both parts in one video. I think the last one doesn't have a second part. So we'll just make that like one video, like one story, one video. But everything else will be like both parts in one video here. So yeah, I can't wait to watch these. I'm not sure if, well, I guess the side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. So I don't know if this is like the normal, if these are like normal stories, if they're not like scary or anything. Like I'm not sure what these are. But yeah, if it's not scary, then I guess it'll be a chill time, you know? Like, I just wanna keep the scary stuff back in October. Now I just wanna be more chill about, like, just playing this game now. I don't wanna take things, like, really seriously. But yeah, guys, I think I'll go ahead and just end it here. Next time, we'll begin doing the side stories, and also at some point, I'm not sure when I want to do it, but also react to the theories that Game Theory made because I think with them, like, you know, they've been like the main theory channel that I've been watching a lot, like in the past, and I always go to them, and I saw that they made more theories about this game, so I do want to catch up on that. I've only saw like maybe one or two videos. I mainly remember one, um, like maybe the first one that they made. But yeah, can't wait to watch that. Anyway, guys, yeah, I think that'll be it for now. That's game.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of